What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we have some breaking news as the WBC, World Boxing Council, has revealed that they have released multiple fighters from their ranking system because these multiple fighters refuse to enroll in year-round clean boxing program, VADA testing, or any other such program that tests for any banned substances. Two major names on this list that have been revealed, and the WBC stated that they don't want any unfair play within the sport of boxing, so they're going to release names. And two big names jump out right at you. One being undefeated rising welterweight British superstar title contender Conor Benn, the son of legend, the son of a legend in the UK, Nigel Benn. And Conor Benn, shockingly, is one of the fighters. 20 wins, no losses, no draws, 13 wins by way of knockout, 25 years of age, 5'8", with a 70-inch arm reach. He's coming off of a beautiful performance over Chris Algieri, former world champion, December 11th of 2021, in a brutal knockout over Chris Algieri. Now, Conor Benn, he has been progressing every single fight. He's gotten better, and he's gotten better, and he's gotten better, okay? So every fight out, Conor Benn has shown improvement, okay? He had the stigma of him being the son of a legend in Nigel Benn hanging over him. And now he's trying to get out that shadow, and he's trying to prove that he belongs in the conversation as his own lane and being one of the best fighters of this generation, okay? Trying to carve out his own niche, his own history, his own legacy. Now, another guy on that resume that has been outed is former WBA, regular junior welterweight world champion, Mexican star boxer, Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios, 26 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 17 wins by way of knockout, 26 years of age, 5'10" with a 71-inch arm reach. Now he's going into a massive showdown and another huge opportunity February 5th against former unified welterweight world champion superstar boxer Keith one-time Thurman. 29 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 23 big wins by way of knockout. Keith Thurman is 33 years of age, 5'7", with a 69-inch arm reach. That's scheduled to take place February 5th. Mario Barrios is also coming off of another pay-per-view showdown that he just had. So he's getting back-to-back pay-per-view opportunities. And he had one June of 2021 when he took on 3-division world champion superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, in which he was knocked out in the 11th round of that fight. But he's being placed on these two massive pay-per-view opportunities. And now it's being shown that Mario Barrios has been on this list that refused to take random testing and refusing to enroll in a clean boxing program. This is a shame for the sport of boxing, because if you simply have nothing to hide, okay, and you simply are doing everything fair and on an even playing field, then why would you not want to enroll in a clean boxing program? We just saw former 2-division world champion, who is currently the reigning WBC super featherweight world champion, Mexican superstar boxer Oscar Valdez, who is 30 wins, no loss, no draws. Oscar Valdez is 31 years of age. Oscar Valdez is a superstar Mexican boxer in the sport of boxing, and he tested positive for a banned substance, and the WBC didn't even act on it. Okay, so there's a lot being revealed here because the WBC, they backed Oscar Valdez. Now, they don't mind coming out and exposing these fighters, but when it came to Oscar Valdez and testing positive for a banned substance on the list, Oscar Valdez, 23 knockouts, 5'5" with a 66-inch arm reach, going into a massive showdown with unification showdown with undefeated silver medalist superstar boxer Shakur Stevenson, who's an undefeated 2-division champion, and he's the reigning WBO super featherweight champion. So that's scheduled to take place April 30th. Las Vegas, Nevada, at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Okay, so with that said, Oscar Valdez, he tested positive for a banned substance, and the WBC, they came out and they backed Oscar Valdez, and which was amphetamine. But the WBC president Mauricio Sulaiman, he came out and defended Oscar Valdez, and he stated that amphetamine shouldn't be on the banned substance list. Now, he's a pharmacist and he knows, he's a scientist. He stated that it shouldn't be on the banned substance list because it's equivalent to taking 10 Red Bulls or whatever he claimed it to be, but that a Red Bull is a performance enhancer, okay? It's a pick-me-up, okay? So nonetheless, the WBC, they didn't suspend Oscar Valdez. They didn't, remove him as the champion. They didn't, prevent him from having a fight with Robson Casacia. Now, this was a 2 weeks or so ahead of the Robson Casacia fight, okay? And then he got in a fight with Robson Casacia, and he actually, most people thought he lost the fight, but he got a unanimous decision, okay? So it's apparently, they make it abundantly clear that it is, they pick and choose who they want to, have these issues with, okay? So again, like I said, when it came to Oscar Valdez, the WBC, they defended Oscar Valdez testing positive, okay? So now they have an issue with Conor Benn and Mario Barrios not even wanting to take the test yet. They had Oscar Valdez who took the test and tested positive for a banned substance, and yet they defended him. So obviously in the sport of boxing, we pick and choose who we want to, place blame on and who we want to give a pass to. But nonetheless, nobody should be given a pass. Everybody should be held accountable for their actions, and everybody should be, held accountable, for the things that they put into their bodies. No unfair advantages should ever be allowed in any sport, and especially highlighting the sport of combat athlete sport like boxing, okay, where one punch could change your life, okay? Every time you step through the ropes, you're risking your life, okay? And so with that said, this should be, monitored, and it should be across the board, okay? It should be the same repercussions across the board for testing positive or for not wanting to enter or enroll in a clean boxing program. Every major sanction belt, the WBA, the WBC, the IBF, the WBO, the Ring Magazine, all of these belts, all of these sanction bodies, they receive sanction and fees from these fighters, okay? And so if it boils down to fighters not wanting to pay the fees for these tests, then the sanctioning body needs to pay the fees because they get a percentage from these fighters every time these fighters step in the ring. And not to mention the fighters pay a dues monthly, I believe. So the sanctioning fees. So that the sanctioning bodies need to pay the fees, but all sanction bodies need to have a clean boxing program, not just the WBC, because now you're having some guys stepping in the ring in a clean manner, and you having guys and their opponents stepping in the ring with unfair advantages. You're not hitting a baseball, okay? You're not dribbling a basketball. And even in the case of football, okay, that's a contact sport. There needs to be a clean boxing, a clean program in the NFL, which there is, okay, and the repercussions are even across the board, and that's what should be taking place in the sport of boxing. You should not have a choice if you want to enter the clean boxing program or not, okay? You should not have a choice. There should be no help, or there should be no passes given because you're saying, well, amphetamine is not equivalent to a stronger known performance enhancer. No, it should be equal all the way across the board. I don't care if it's amphetamine. I don't care if it's a Red Bull. I don't care if it's nandrolone. I don't care what it is. Any performance enhancer should see you suspended, and there should be some actions taken behind it, okay? You should not be allowed to make a living, okay, because you're putting your opponent at risk, okay? Especially your opponent is testing clean and you're testing positive and having an unfair advantage, okay? So it should be no case where Mario Barrios, who's going into a massive fight. Now, it's ironic because there was no testing for Keith Thurman's only loss against legendary 8 division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer, Manny Pacquiao, okay? And Manny Pacquiao is a guy who had been, under the magnifying glass. Many people thought that Manny Pacquiao was having an unfair advantage. Thus, the reason why it took 5 years for his highly anticipated mega massive showdown with Floyd Mayweather was postponed, because Floyd Mayweather wanted Manny Pacquiao to enter the clean boxing program and he refused to. Okay, so the fight was postponed for 5 years, and instead of the fans and the media placing accountability where it belongs on Manny Pacquiao, who then, and 5 years later, decided that he wanted to take the test and make the fight happen. He could have took the test 5 years earlier. Now he needed to be held accountable for not wanting to take the test. There should be no decisions made where I just don't feel like taking a test. I don't want to enter your program, so I just drop you out the rankings and I'll just enter somebody else's ranking system. No, nobody's ranking system should allow any fighter to not be enrolled in a clean boxing program. Either you're talented or you're not. Either you have the gifts or you don't. Okay, so Conor Benn, who's making his way up the ladder and looking to fight a guy like Maurice Mighty Mo Hooker or Adrian the Problem Broner or Robert the Ghost Guerrero, right? He needs to be entered in a clean boxing program. And if there's any hesitation on his part, then he needs to be viewed with a magnifying glass. And Keith Thurman, his only loss was to Manny Pacquiao, who Keith Thurman stated that he didn't care that Manny Pacquiao wasn't enrolled in a clean boxing program, and then later on stated that he made a mistake. He should have made sure Manny Pacquiao was in the clean boxing program. Well, here you have another fighter who is not entering the clean boxing program, and ironically, the WBC, according to Keith Thurman, was looking to make this a title elimination fight to place the fighter in the ranking system. So now Mario Barrios is refusing to enter in the clean boxing program where he's going to have an opportunity, but yet on the biggest stage, he's going to get an opportunity in a second back-to-back pay-per-view fight, and this is a guy who don't want to enter the clean boxing program and seemingly has something to hide, period. And this should not be allowed in the sport of boxing. But that's all I got for y'all. Let's see how this unfolds and plays out. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.